Hey guys, what's going on? It's ObezGaming back again with another video, and today we've got a player review of Team of the Season Lacroix. So we'll take a look at his cards, see what his in-game stats are like, and then see how he performs in-game. He's currently extinct at 500k on the market, and I can't imagine how much higher his price is going to go than that because this looks like a hell of a card on the face of it. But jumping right in, he is 6'3", which is just great for a centre-back. Medium work rates are okay. He's right-footed with 2-star skills, 2-star weak foot. 2-star weak foot is a little bit irritating on a centre-back, but if you're looking at him in a purely defensive sort of stance, then you're going to want to play him right centre-back, obviously, and just play those simple passes out to full-back. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. But jumping into his stats, 90 pace, which is just phenomenal for a centre-back, especially when he's 6'3", and he has that really sort of strange gap between his acceleration and sprint speed, the strange balance there of 83 acceleration and 95 sprint speed, which is why you're definitely going to want to stick in a shadow on this card, to bring that up to obviously 93 and then 99, and then that makes him quite the beast. Shooting, we're not really going to care about it too much, obviously nice shot power for a defender, but it's not something we're going to consider. Passing, on the face of it, you look at this and say 75 passing, that's not great, 71 vision, that's not great, but when you consider he has got 98 short passing, then that's going to cover up a lot of, gaps in the other stats, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think, that passing, with it being 98, is going to be absolutely fine. It's not going to be too noticeable as a sort of negative stat on him. And again, you're just going to be wanting to play those simple passes out to the right back or to the centre mid. Dribbling looks nice, 75 agility, 80 balance, 82 reactions, 83 ball control, 78 dribbling, 83 composure, all nice enough stats. You've got to bear in mind, again, he is 6'3", so it's not going to be the most insanely responsive card, but then when you think about the fact that Rafa Varane's gold card has been probably one of the best centre-backs on the game, even, coming up to now into Team of the Season, and his dribbling stats really are pretty similar, if not a lot worse. Defending is where it really matters. Fantastic defending stats across the board, 85 interceptions, 95 heading accuracy, 91 awareness, 90 stand tackle, and 87 slide tackle, so with a shadow on, they all become pretty much perfect at 99s. And then the physicals again, 99 jumping, 89 stam, 99 strength, 85 aggression. Stam 89 is absolutely fine on a centre-back, that's not going to be a problem at all. So on the face of it, rather than being a sort of fantastic all-rounder like you're seeing on a lot of these Team of the Seasons, this guy has the key stats in the key places, and I don't think you're going to notice the sort of lower stats elsewhere, but obviously we'll find out when we jump into some games with him. He hasn't got any traits, but yeah, let's jump into a game and see how he performs. Alright, let's go. So first things first to consider with this card is the sort of comparisons, and by that I mean he's going to be compared a lot to Varane, and the other player that sort of sprung to mind for me was the Moments Boateng SBC that came out a few months back, because they are both sort of quite fast, tall centre-backs who maybe don't have the dribbling stats to particularly match it. So I was thinking, is he going to be another one of them? Because as OP as Varane is, personally, I really didn't like using Boateng. I found him way too clunky and slow. But I'm pleased to say I didn't find that with this guy at all. He obviously isn't as quick and nippy as, for example, I've got Team of the Season Alaba next to him. But he more than makes up for that in terms of his actual raw pace and his size and his strength as well. The other good thing about this card is because he is 6'3", he does have the sort of long-leggedness that I like to see in a lot of centre-backs and holding midfielders, which means, his sort of slide tackle really does reach quite far, and he can really hook the ball back from attackers that are sort of maybe, twisting and turning to get away from him. But that's not to say that he struggles to keep up with people or anything like that, because this guy is absolutely rapid. In a few of these clips now, you're going to see him easily catch up to people like Team of the Season, Salah, and players like that who do have completely maxed out pace. So I wasn't disappointed in the slightest with him. It was just an extra added bonus that for those times where maybe a very nippy, agile player can sort of get a bit of space, his slide tackling is superb. Moving on from that as well, it's worth pointing out that his passing really did not seem a problem for me at all, really. I know, the thing is 75 passing isn't really that low anyway. But yeah, with that 98 short passing, that really did feel like it brought it up a bit, and I didn't see him giving the ball away too much or anything like that. His work rate to medium meant that I didn't notice him particularly out of position at any point. That was not a problem in the slightest. In terms of his dribbling stats and on the ball, I was very impressed with his actual sort of ball control. He keeps the ball close to him. He's decent at dribbling. He's not the most agile on the ball. You're not going to go sort of dribbling in between players. This is very much one where you're going to want to use him to force the ball back, use his strength to win the ball back and then just lay it off to a midfielder or a fullback. You're not going to want to go dribbling with this card. but I wouldn't really advise doing that with your centre-backs anyway too often. And again, the other massive plus to point out with this is it does hyperlink the Roussillon that came out yesterday. That is a perfect link there, and that Roussillon card is really good, definitely usable. And you can just put those two in at left back and centre back and really not have to worry about too many other links. So yeah, it's hard to say what his price is going to settle on at the moment. Obviously, he is extinct, but I'd be saying anywhere up to probably £1 million. I'd be saying he is worth it. He is superb. Past there, I'd be saying there's probably other options that are better for you. But up until that point, as long as it settles for under 1 million coins, I'd be saying go and get this guy every day of the week. But yeah, that brings me to the end of the video, guys. I hope that's cleared some things up for you and helped you make a decision. If you do enjoy the content, it'd mean the world to me if you could like and subscribe. The channel's been growing really well recently, and we want to see that continue. So yeah, peace, and I'll catch you in the next one.